Zach is sweating. Literally.
It's just got me so hot and sweaty. But you know, look, I know there's no big block this year, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be disappointed with Tudor's new slate for 2026. So Andrew,
I am disappointed, Zach. I brought my big block. And this is just proof that like we don't know everything. You think we know everything. We don't. I was ready to have this on the wrist to compare it to the new one.
But like I said, there's still some exciting stuff to look at. One entirely new model.
Yeah, the Monarch.
And then we have some more refinements and updates across the spread of the catalog. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with an unlikely and small addition, which is the Black Bay 58. So the change here is that the Burgundy was an improvement on the original 58 in every possible way, and now that all just migrates to the black dial. That's it.
Yeah, so with the black dial, you've got the Master Chronometer movement. Part of that means that because you've got the Master Chronometer movement, it's now 0.2 millimeters thinner, which every micron counts. And also you now have all of the bracelet options. So you've got rubber, you've got 5-link, and then you've got the 3-link rivet style. So the 58 in that black gilt configuration has never been better than right now.
It feels really different on the wrist. I have to say, I mean, I was with Mr. Rolex in the appointment, and he's laughing at me because I'm saying I can feel the 0.2 millimeters difference, but you really can. It just locks up better. So if you've ever, I've always had this mental block with the 58 that it is somehow just a little too thick and clunky. That's because the 54 just completely kind of reset the game. It's back. If you like the Burgundy, which I do very, very much, but you're more conservative and want the black dial, this is the choice. So small but meaningful increments on the 58.
We have that incremental change as well for the Black Bay 58 GMT, now available on that 5-link bracelet. So for everybody trying to get as close as possible to the Jubilee GMT look, you now have it. 54, we have a new colorway, Sapphire Blue.
So vibrant. Mr. Rolex came in with like super bright blue suede shoes, like lurid bright. And I was like, what are you doing? And then they unveiled the box and I'm like, how did you know? It's exactly the same shade as his blue suede shoes. So bright. The only other interesting thing here really is just the dial text. It's baby blue.
Baby blue.
It's this really sort of unusual. It's really weird to see coloured dial text from Tudor. It's a bit like the green Rolex on the new Oyster Perpetual. It's surprising.
Compared to the Black Bay 58 Blue, you've got a more bold sapphire blue hue, and naturally, because the 54 has leaned into that sort of sense of elegance and decoration with things like the Blue Lagoon, you have a sunburst finish akin to the 58 Burgundy.
Matte,
instead of matte like the 58.
Yeah.
So it's going to have a bit more of a dressy sense than your 58 Blue. Okay. But otherwise, you've got your 3-link rivet bracelet and your rubber strap option. T-fit clasp on both.
Yep. Look, we got to get to the big stuff now. We've had the entrees. I'm going to go just all in on the ceramic. I had no interest in seeing the Black Bay 41mm ceramic. Zero. It's just not, for some reason, I have the Mojave. I like it a lot. It just isn't something I'm excited about. The full black ceramic Ingenieur, the full ceramic, is Portuguese's ceramic? No, the all black Portuguese, the new one?
Ceratanium.
These sorts of watches, I appreciate the stealthy blacked out aesthetic. It's just not my jam. Until today. The Black Bay 41 full black ceramic with matte ceramic bracelet, which looks like ceratanium to me. It is a complete light-sucking matte. That sounded so inappropriate, by the way. I just tripped out because it is so slim. The dial I would describe, you haven't even seen it yet properly, have you?
No, all black.
It is, no, it's anthracite. It's not black, it's grey. So you've got this sort of symphony of dark tones, but also like a milky anthracite grey. It's so hard to describe.
Yeah, it definitely comes off as an anthracite grey, but the way that Tudor describes it is it's a full blacked out dial. So compared to the previous Black Bay ceramic,
don't believe them,
right?
Simply not.
Yeah, but again, key point here: comparison of old versus new. The luminous is that anthracite black color, the fillings, rather than the Fotina you saw.
I didn't do the loom,
ceramic.
but apparently the loom is insane, and I apparently missed the best thing about it. But on wrist, it's super lush, like that anthracite sunray is just very deep and lush. And then there's a ceramic bezel. So that's quite glossy. And that dresses things up a little bit. Probably the only criticism I would say is that there's a very slight difference between the ceramic of the bracelet, and the end link of the bracelet goes right into the case. And then the case, the lugs and shoulders. There's one other little detail, is this chamfer, a mirror polished chamfer along the edge of the case. I just think it's a little flex to say we can still bring in nuanced sort of touches. I think there's two watches that I'm going to dream about after this tonight. That, and I'm going to continue dreaming about the overseas in titanium. Different price point. This is £6,030 versus, I think, 40,000 for the overseas. So
I think it's 7,725 US for the new Black Bay ceramic.
Yeah.
We're moving up there, but it has.
It's your turn to gush.
Yeah.
What are you going to gush about?
We're moving up there because it has the black ceramic bracelet, which I should note, no T-fit.
First double deployment ever from Tudor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no micro adjustment.
No micro adjustment.
So you just have to keep that in mind. Listen, we forgive it though. It's a ceramic bracelet. Give it time. But yeah, look, if that's your Tudor pick of the fair, I have to go with the entirely new model.
Yep.
The Tudor Monarch. The Monarch is really the model that's the marquee celebrating 100 years of Tudor. It's the 100-year anniversary, if you didn't already know. This is really it brings a new facet to the brand. And I say that because the case is a very faceted, sharp design, not what we typically see from Tudor. Now, looking at the dial, you're going to look at it and think salmon. You're going to think copper,
champagne.
You can debate the colors. Even in one press release, it said dark champagne.
Yeah.
But just now in the presentation, papyrus, and I actually like that the most because it does have that aged.
I've got another one. To me, it's like linen. It's gold. I would say gold linen because it has the
copper
vertical
linen,
brush,
gold linen, salmon,
papyrus.
Whatever it is, it looks
not
great.
Salmon. It's not salmon.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Vertically brushed finish.
Yeah.
And then you have the error-proof numeral style. So I thought it was a California dial at first, but this actually harkens back to Rolex in the 30s, which you saw on bubbleback models. This combination of Arabics and Romans on the dial. To be honest, I wish it was either just full Romans or full Arabics.
No.
Look,
are you with Zach on that?
Let me know in the comments.
This California style, everyone loves it.
I don't want to sound too Captain Boring, but I like it to be one or the other, not both. But what I do think is really cool about the dial, aside from the hue, the finish, is this sort of snowflake twist on a Breguet hands, where both the hours and minutes hand has that open-worked snowflake, so there's no loom inside.
Yeah.
And it's a loomless dial. Give it a little bit of elegance there. But you have that, and then you have the small second, so it really feels classic.
Yeah, and the small seconds are slightly subset, like recessed, which is a nice little touch as well.
Yeah. In terms of your case, just real quick, in terms of the case, 39 millimeters, 11.9
He knows I'm coming in with
46.2 lug to lug,
Yeah.
100 meters water resistant. So despite its elegance that we've discussed, it's robust enough to bear the Tudor name.
Spec Monster. I wish it was 37.
Well, look, I'll always take something closer to 36, because the 39 case is fine for
It has
me.
a little bit of the Ranger syndrome to me, a little bit too much space on the dial. It feels just a little bit too... Do you see what I'm saying at all?
I get what you're saying, but I think 39 is a strong start for an entirely new collection.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
This is not 40.
because you're going to have the people saying, oh, I wish it was 41. You're going to have the people saying it should be 36. I think 39 is a good starting middle ground to work with.
But for this
in.
vintage adjacent aesthetic, I think 37 would have been absolutely a smash.
Yeah.
However, I will say it's pretty exciting to see Tudor starting to flex on the other side of the dial.
Yeah.
We have an open case back. We have a coined case back bezel, very similar to something you're wearing.
Similar to the case back you see on the...
Just a little glimpse of it. It just there's these little touches that Tudor are doing to signal that they're lifting their game when it comes to the finishing of the movement as well. So you're getting a little bit of striping, Côte de Genève, whatever you want to call
Côte
it.
de Genève, some thin bevels. So they've elevated the movement finishing on this 65-hour automatic Master Chronometer caliber.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to quote the full caliber name because I can't. MT something. There you go.
Yeah. So, look, the Monarch can't really be... I'm not entirely dismissing this at all, and I think it's pretty cool. I just feel sometimes like the 36 Ranger locks it all up. I feel like this will lock up at 37, but maybe it's just me. I am sizist sometimes. One last thing to discuss. The rampant Royals. Nobody picked that the Royal would come back this year. Nobody. And it's interesting to see not only it coming back, but there's vast improvements in terms of the now manufactured movements. cleaned up Royal options, like simpler Royal options. I think the bracelet feels heavier and better quality than it ever has. And then some just sort of on-trend things like this fume green day-date. I'm compelled. I'm interested. And the price is still sub 3,000 for a lot of them. So if you're looking for a manufacturer caliber and a truly dressy watch, you could do worse than a Royal.
Yeah, I mean, look.
You look skeptical.
I speak in American dollars here, and I can tell you that the equivalent Royal is $2,200 US less than the Monarch, which I should say 5,875. So this is moving upwards in price for a Tudor watch.
The Monarch's Meta certified. Like there's a vastly
No,
different.
I don't have any qualms with the price. I'm just pointing out that you have one integrated design, which I much prefer, compared to the other integrated design that is the Royal. Yeah. However, if you want to detract from the Royal as I have, you also have to recognize the price difference here.
100%. Strategically, they've really eaten up the bottom end of the market there by saying this is in a price that's it's almost I mean, you've got to put some respect on its name. I just did a post saying you may not like the Royal, but guess what? It's incredibly well priced, and now it's starting to stretch its legs a little bit. And it's the first year I've kind of gone, I liked the chocolate one last year. Remember that one, the brown dial and what was that, Royal? You just totally ignored it.
I think it was the one I killed last year and Kiss, Marry, Kill.
I think you did. So yeah, look, the Royal is a big part of this year's message. There's a nice one with blue indices as well, and like a nice white tone to that dial. There's a few nice ones.
If I had to pick, of course, it would be the red dial because of the glasses. But listen, I think it's over to you guys now. Let us know in the comments which of these Tudor watches is your favorite.
Are you hot on the incremental sort of improvements to the 58 and the 54? But really, I know where you're at. You'll either be all on the black ceramic, or you'll be
hell the Monarch.
Wearing the Monarch. Let us know in the comments. This is scroll around, Russ. Russ is filming. This is happening. We're filming right now. There's a little bit of context here. We're in the Tudor booth. We are live. This is happening as we speak. So we thought we'd film it right here instead of out the front of the booth. This is way cooler, I think. Zach, may the best man win. See you in the comments.
Team Zach.